Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Know Before You Grow video, we're talking integrated pest management and a whole lot more. Before we get into today's video, folks, if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you know when the videos drop. Also, check out our Only Plants channel down in the pinned comment section below. Also, leave a comment down there if you want to say hi, have a question, or let me know how your grow is doing. And before we get into today's topic, hit that thumbs up if you like today's video. All right, folks, so today we're talking integrated pest management. Now, this is a very large topic. There are so many different avenues to go down. I'm going to try to cover them all just a little bit so that you guys can do your own research to see what works best for you. Now, first, I'm going to talk about what I have done pretty much my entire grow life here on the farm, which is spray. I've sprayed all organic stuff, whether it's bacteria or whether it's, some sort of plant extract. Something of that nature is what I've sprayed for pest management. Now, when we're talking about spraying, a lot of people get upset because it's pesticide, but in reality, a pesticide can be dish soap. I've made videos on that in the past. So when we're talking pesticides, we're not talking about harsh chemicals. Now, you can get those, but I don't recommend them. But it's something that you have to cover. So these are all considered pesticides. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm using here in this grow in particular. Then I'm going to talk about all the different avenues you can have for pest management. But first, we're going to hear from today's video sponsor, Mars Hydro. I would like to thank today's video sponsor, Mars Hydro. They keep the lights on for us here on the farm and for this indoor grow series. Check out our friends at marshydro.com, link in the description of the video. Are you guys looking for a new light, or maybe you're just starting out? Check out Mars Hydro. They have everything you need, from the FCE 3000 to the Advanced Grower FC 6500 light. If you guys are looking for a tent of any and all sizes, they have them. They also carry inline fans and heat mats for smell control, for cool areas, and of course ventilation. Check out our friends at Mars Hydro. Link in the description of the video, marshydro.com. Check them out. And again, a big thank you to our friends at Mars Hydro. All right, folks. Well, again, thank you to Mars Hydro. They really do keep the lights on for us here in the grow. So let's talk about spraying, what we're using in this particular grow. So I got a sample from a company. I did some research. They're Omari listed, and it's worked pretty well for me. This is Pure Crop 1. They sent a sample, wanted to use it. It's worked great. So one of the problems that I've had in recent history in my indoor grows is spider mites. That seems to be my number one issue that I have when it comes to indoor pests. My outdoor grow, I usually get caterpillars, and I know when they're going to come. They come on almost a schedule. So we do a lot of preventative maintenance before they get here. In my indoor grow, I tend to be more reactive instead of proactive, and I definitely think that that's the way most people should be on the indoor grow for spraying, because it's a lot more controlled environment. So typically, you're going to be the one that introduces the pest, whether it came in on your clothes or whether it crawls in from your house. Typically, indoor grow, the pest comes from you. Now let's talk about the different methods that we have to address these issues. Now, we've talked about spraying. That's what I do. There's also bugs. You can get actual good bugs, they call them, ladybugs, praying mantis, and they'll take out all of your aphids. They'll take out your spider mites, your russet mites, a lot of the caterpillars if they ended up in there somehow. So you've got options. Now let's talk about identifying. So the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take to remedy the situation. What I've always said in the past is, even though I'm more reactive in the indoor grow, I have something on hand to react as soon as I can identify that there's an issue. Now, what I do is I have a spray bottle with this stuff on hand. So if I see any issue whatsoever, I'm automatically into my integrated pest management plan. We're going to remedy this situation, and then you become very, very proactive in getting rid of those pests. What happens for a lot of folks is they sit there and they question whether they have a pest problem or something else, and by the time they can identify it, you're already weeks into the pest problem, and it's going to take that many more weeks to actually come back and get the plant better. So just keep that in mind, identifying, doing your research, and having something on hand. So you need to make this decision before you grow what method you want to use. Again, I use the spray stuff. Again, this is a sample. I'm not endorsing this company, Pure Crop One. This is the first time I've really used it. But I've had decent success with it. I've also worked with Dr. Zymes, BT, the safer products, general hydroponics stuff. All are good stuff. Omari Listed tends to be where I go for a lot of my pesticide stuff. And again, the bugs, you can buy them on Amazon, really. You can buy them online if that's the route you want to go. The one thing I will say about bugs, I have worked with ladybugs a little bit. They tend to escape your tent. So wherever your room is, just know that there might be ladybugs outside of that. So if you don't want bugs in your house, chances are you probably don't want to use the bug method. So those are some of the things that you can do to remedy and have a plan set in place. Again, with the indoor grow, I tend to be more reactive than proactive, just because I don't know what's going to come about. I do know that spider mites have been in my grow in the past, but ultimately I think being reactive is just a better method, because you could go a whole grow without any issues, and what's the point of spraying something if you're not going to have any issues? So that's kind of my theory behind it. I hope I covered a lot of this stuff. It's such a large topic, folks, to try to boil it down into a 5 to 6 minute video is very difficult. So if you guys have questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability, but definitely go out there, do some research, maybe see if you've already got something in your grow that maybe is questionable. Start doing some research now. It doesn't hurt to get ahead of it and just have a plan so that if something happens, you're not going to be way behind. So that's my tip for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you guys are looking to support us, check out our links in the description of this video. And until next time, folks, stay happy, stay healthy, and I will see you in another video. Take care.